Hello, and thank you for viewing this video about blogging using your property management page's website. In this video, you're going to learn how to blog professionally, how to access all of the pre-written and pre-made articles on your property management page's website, and how to optimize your blog posts for the greatest success on the search engines. Remember, the main point of blogging and adding content to your website is to generate leads. Blogging is good, but blogging effectively and efficiently in order to get to the top of the search engines is an artwork. In this video, we're going to teach you exactly how to work a masterpiece. First and foremost, to get started, you're going to go to your actual property management page's website. After that, you're going to just log into the back end of your website. Make sure you're logged in underneath the Contact Us tab. You just click the Login tab. Now, you're going to have your username and your password that was in your welcome email. Remember, if you ever lose your username and password, or for any help you need with your site, just email helpdesk@propertymanagementpages.com. That's helpdesk@propertymanagementpages.com. We're going to log into our site, and then we will be on our dashboard. The first step and first thing we're going to want to do is to go to the Pages section. The Pages section is where we're going to access all of our pre-made blogging content, and all of that is located on the very top page here on the Pages section titled Agent Training and Resources. Now, here's something important with this page. Right away, you cannot see the blog post. In order to access the blog post, you're going to either need to click View Page at the top tab. You see the View Page tab right here. Or you can also copy and paste this link right here into your browser in a new window. Let's do this and just copy and paste this link here, which is really the exact same link as this View Page link here. We can just go and open the link in a new tab. Let's just do that so we have multiple tabs open. So you're going to see, once you view this actual page live for the training, you're going to see these training and blogging videos on here, and you're also going to see links to over 250 pre-made blog posts that you can use for your website. Now, these are great, well-written content that you can easily use that'll really help take some time out of your blogging. However, the most important thing that search engines like when they're looking at blog posts is unique content. So remember, these posts have been posted before. I'm going to walk you through and teach you how to make unique content. First, let's just pick a general topic to write on here. Let's see, how to build your, there's so many investing articles on here. Invest in real estate, but where? Invest in real estate. Let's see if there's any property management software. Let's pick a good one here. Property investment types. Let's see how long this one is. 500 words. That's a good article to get started with here. The next thing, we're going to go back to the Edit Pages tab here. We opened up this new page here in this new window that has all these articles. So this has as many articles as we need. We can go ahead and go back to the blogging section on our website. Now, to access the section for your blogs, you're actually going to go to the Posts tab here. You see the Post tab on your left column on the dashboard back end of your website. Let's click the Posts. And this area here is going to have all of your blog posts on here. You're going to see, of course, this is where it will have every post that you ever write. So the next step, and the first thing that we're going to do, of course, is to add a new post. Very easy stuff on here. The first step, let's actually get back to the content here, and we're going to just get all of this content here and copy and paste it onto the site here. You know, actually, looking at this article, they're not all great articles. Let's find a better, some better content here. Let's find a better one here. So let me see, foreclosure investing, the pros and cons of investing in foreclosures. That's a pretty common topic nowadays. Yeah, let's look at here. It looks like there's some good pros and cons here. Let's just copy and paste this contact here. Okay, so we're going to go to wherever it says article body here. This is going to be the actual content for our blog post. Very important things I'm going to go over. Let's just go ahead and paste this in here. Now to paste, sometimes you got to do a couple spaces, highlight, right-click, then it'll let you paste some stuff. Okay, I didn't quite get this in here correct because it is a Word doc here. Let's go and fix this here. But you can just copy and paste any of the content that you choose onto this site. Okay? Let's go and ignore what I just did there. Some search engine optimization stuff. Okay. The very important first step that you're going to do is to choose your title. That's one of the most important steps with any blog post here. This one is foreclosure investing, the pros and cons of investing in foreclosures. Let's title it with something with a keyword that's relevant to our local market. So this site targets, of course, Jacksonville. The title of the site is Jacksonville Property Management Services. We really work hard to optimize your sites very good for success on the search engines. So let's title this one Jacksonville. Let's title this The Pros and Cons of Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing. Okay, you want to make sure you have keywords in your title to your post. That's critical. If we do this article properly, it might get to the top of the search engines for terms like Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing. You could also title something like this, and search engines do love to see the keywords first. Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing, pros and cons. All right, so we have this content. The first thing we want to do is make sure it is a good size font. The actual article size, we can just drag our cursor across, highlight it, and let's make it a little bit larger font size here. Let's say maybe font size 14. It's a little larger. Next step, and this is very, very important, is we need to add a title to the top of this post here. We're going to call this Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing. Now, why this is so important right here is we have to make this what's called H1, H2, or H3 tag, heading tags, header tags. This lets the search engines know that, hey, this is a very important topic here. That's really what this whole article is about, Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing. Another thing that we want to do in order to let the search engines know that this is important is typically we will go and bold and make this a bold comment as well. Another thing that we want to do as we're going through this article and through this blog post is we want to do some things to make this content unique. For the purposes of showing you this video and this tutorial on how to add posts, we're not going to add a whole lot of unique content to this, but what I encourage you to do is to take these articles and change around each sentence, change around the words. The more you change them around, the better. But one simple thing that you're going to want to make sure you do is add some keywords relevant to whatever topic you're writing about throughout the ad. For example, it starts off with investing in foreclosures. Let's title this Investing in Jacksonville Foreclosures. I know it might not sound quite right, but trust me, this is what the search engines love to eat up. All right. So it talks about the various stages of foreclosure. You can just read through this and avoid the Jacksonville foreclosure process altogether. Okay, let's get the word and the city that we're targeting in here several different places. REO phase. All right. When investing in Jacksonville real estate, especially in foreclosures, there's a great risk involved. So what you want to do is make sure throughout this article, you have your city area, and ideally you want to have keyword phrases relevant to this. So having the word Jacksonville foreclosure investor is critical. Investing in Jacksonville foreclosures, that's real important as well. You can put Jacksonville area foreclosed homes, but remember, we want to make this content unique and also add some keywords to it. That's what the search engines love the most. All right, so once we have our content on here, the next step ideally is we want to add a picture to the blog post here, okay? Let's go and find a picture that I already have on my documents and my files here. We're going to want to go and add media. Here's how we add pictures here. And we can upload files. And let's just select files from our computer. We already have some property management related ads on here. Let's see what we can use here. See if I've got a foreclosure image. Not a lot of images on here, so let me go back up, and I'm just going to pick a generic image. I have a lot of property management related images here. We'll just pick one that says for rent. Okay. Once this image is up here, it's going to pull up the image here, make sure it's okay to use. It's going to ask us if we want to insert it into the post. It's going to ask us the size to. Let's just do it a 150, 150. And it's going to ask us where we want to align the image. Now, this is real important, and I'll show you in just a second. We want this image to be aligned with text around it. The one thing that's really important, you see the title of this image is just generic image 3. Let's actually title this image a keyword here. Jacksonville foreclosure investing. Jacksonville. Just trust me. Title your images this. This will really help you on the search engines. Title your images with some kind of keyword relevant to whatever the topic of the article you're writing about. Same with the description, the caption, everything. So we just titled this image Jacksonville foreclosure investing. Now, if it's a large enough image, we want to encourage you to add 2 pictures, okay? Actually, we can get rid of that part of it right there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff we can do to this image. If you actually ever click on the image, you can go back and edit it pretty easily. But it's real important that you have your image show up to where content wraps around the left or the right of your image. Another thing that you could do as well is you can add a border or a horizontal space or vertical space to your image. This image already has a lot of vertical space, but we could add, say you put the number 10 there, and you can also make the image a link as well. Don't worry about any of that right now. But when I just added the 10 right there on the vertical space, you see how I've made a little bit more space right there to the right of your image. That's really important because it just adds to the overall appeal of your post, and it looks better as well. Again, when we click on the image, of course, we see it's aligned on the left side, which means the text wraps around it. You see it'll even show you up here, text is wrapping around it. And then when we went to advanced settings, we put a horizontal border of 10 around this image here. And then we, of course, updated that as well. All right, so we have a good image here. We have a post that, of course, hopefully you've rewritten it. You've added some content that's unique. You want to really change this around. You could even change around the whole order if there's a number of line items, like it's the top 10 reasons to invest in whatever real estate. You could actually change the order of those around. That's great to help it look unique to the search engines. But remember, search engines love unique content that's relevant to a specific topic. So obviously this is about, this article is no longer about foreclosure investing pros and cons. This is about investing in Jacksonville foreclosures. You see how we've changed this article completely. And obviously if I was really doing it for more time, I would add more and more and more onto it. Okay, let's do the next step. We're going to do a title. Now this is important too. You actually have a permalink at the top. This is a link to your ad. You can choose what your URL is to your ad here. I want to encourage you to put a keyword in here. Jacksonville, you could do Jacksonville dash foreclosure dash investing. Okay, and the reason why you do this is this gives another keyword that's in your actual website URL. This is how this article will show up once it's posted. Next step, we're just going to do for SEO purposes, we're going to do the exact same title here. Jacksonville foreclosure investing pros and cons. Next, you're going to want to write a description after you have the title here at the bottom. Next, you're going to want to write an article descriptions. Search engines can take about 160 characters on there, and that's what's actually going to show up in what people read on searches. Here's what you're going to write in this article here. Give me 1 second to write this. Okay, here's what I put. I put article that discusses the pros and cons of investing in Jacksonville, Florida foreclosures and benefits of foreclosure real estate investing. You're going to see this description here also has many different keywords in it. It has Jacksonville foreclosures. It has Jacksonville, Florida foreclosure benefits. You have Jacksonville foreclosure investing. It has pros and cons of investing in Jacksonville real estate. There's a lot of different keyword phrases that can be found out into that phrase alone. Below this, you have what's called your keyword section here. Okay? Now, this is where you want to enter. Maybe we recommend 6 to 10 different keyword phrases in here. Now, remember, you want to have your city in there and also anything else relevant to it. But your city should be in most of the keywords here. So let's type in some keywords here. We're going to say Jacksonville foreclosure investing, investing in Jacksonville real estate, benefits of foreclosure investing, and we're going to use our state in here once to Jacksonville, Florida foreclosure investing, pros and cons of foreclosure investing. And we can also throw in Jacksonville investing or Jacksonville real estate investment. So that's not too many keyword phrases here, but these are really important to have because this shows Google and the search engines that this is, these are the keywords that are relevant to this article that we've written about here. Okay? And you'll also notice too, that's really about it. Here's the tags that we want to add also on the right column here for our tag cloud, which I'll show you that in just a minute, how to add that to your blog as well. So we're just going to get these and copy these keywords here, and we're going to go and paste them under the tags section here. One tag that you might want to consider too, just to have in these, is investing. Now, these are the tags that are going to show up on the right column of your blog and of your site. This is important here. Let's go ahead and add these tags here. So you see we've got all of these tags that are going to show up on the right here. Really, after that, we're done. There's some specific things that you can do here on the right column that are really important here. First, once you publish it, it will be live on your site right away. However, you might want to just go, once you set up your site, and create maybe 20, 30 posts and have one post every couple days. It's very important with blogging that you post consistently. So when you get some free time, come on, create 5, 10 posts at a time, and go and set them up to post every 3 days here. Here you can actually choose the exact hour and exact time of whatever time and day that you want to publish each one of these blog posts. Very, very important. Once you pick this date here, you can just publish it, and it'll publish it at whatever date in the future that you pick. Also, another thing that you should know about your site is the visibility tab right here, too. You have the ability to make a post what is called a sticky post. Now, if you make something a sticky post, this post will show up at the top of your blog. That means when somebody's looking on your blog, it's the post that's always going to be at the top. If there's something that you want people to see first all the time on your blog, you can just easily make it a sticky post, and it'll always be the one that people see first. Or you can have multiple sticky posts and, of course, have multiple posts that show up right at the top, first or second. Okay, after we've decided it looks good, we have all of our tags here. We have our titles to it. We even created a unique URL at the top. This article is ready to publish and ready to post. Next, all we got to do is just click Publish, and we're good to go. You're going to see that our ad is going to show up on our blog, on our Property Management Pages site here. Now, while we're waiting for this to show up, if I click up, there it is. It shows up right at the top, very next post. This is what our page looks like. Very well-written blog post here. One of the first things that you're going to want to do to get traffic to it is to share this blog post on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, and your social networking circles. This just helps get the word out about your blog post and about your site. You're going to see all of our keywords also show up right there as well. Next, let's talk about real quick how people can subscribe to your blog. First off, people have this option on every page of your site to subscribe to your blog by just entering their email address here. This will automatically email them any new blog post that you write on your Property Management Pages website. In addition, let's look at the back end and look at some great widgets that we can easily add to the right column of your website to show people more about your blog and more about your site here. Let's show you how to do that real quick here. So we've already updated this page. It's live. You're going to see if you go back to the post section, which again, this is all of your blog posts, you're going to see this ad show up here. You're going to see all of the tags and keywords that we put there. You can also, one other thing that we forgot to mention is you can pick specific categories for your blogs as well. You can actually go and create a category and say this one is about investing. You can add a new category, and you can pick what category you want this to appear in. This is real important because we can also pick categories like, say, if it's about foreclosures. You could do many categories here. You could do categories about property management. You could do categories about preparing homes for sale. You could do, them about investment tips. You could do them about foreclosures. Whatever you like, anything you can do to get specific here. Or you don't have to use the categories section at all. But again, you can pick whatever categories you want this blog to be a part of here. You see, you can even create subcategories and subtabs as well to where they can show up beneath. So for example, you can have foreclosures, and you can have many different tabs related to foreclosure underneath there. Like foreclosure investing, buying foreclosures, fixing foreclosures, reselling foreclosures, anything you like. You can get very specific with the subcategories as well. Okay, next we're going to talk about customization here. Underneath the appearance section on the left, if you see all of the dashboard on the left here, your appearance section, go over to the widgets section. Now your widgets are great tools that you can have show up on the right side of your website. Now if you're active with the blogging feature, you're going to want to add some things to the sidebar bottom section of your site here. You can see, for example, right now we have the email subscription widget that shows up right there that allows and invites people to subscribe. One you might want to put is the recent posts widget. This recent posts allows people to view recent posts and recent blog posts on your website. You can even, of course, pick the number of posts that show up right there as well. So we can save that, and you're going to have recent posts showing up there. You can also pick a few other ones here as well. There's a calendar that shows the dates of the different posts, and you can also have the different categories here. If you use enough blog posts, you can have all the different categories show up right here. So I'm just going to show you what these will look like. We're going to have recent posts, and we're going to add categories, and I'm just going to save that on here, and save these widgets here. And once we do that, they should be good to go here. Make sure you take the time, and you can really you can view a monthly archives also based on each month, where people can go month by month and see all of your blog posts there based on months. There's a lot of different things that you can do to show people on your WordPress site on the widgets here. So make sure that you really take the time to look at these, and you can see some of the different things that you can easily add to the right column of your website. And for more information about customizing your website, make sure underneath the Pages section you view all of the rest of the video tutorials we have underneath Agent Training and Resources, or just view our YouTube channel as well for all of our customization and marketing videos. Now let's just go and refresh our page and see where those two widgets that we added are going to show up on the right column of our Property Management Pages website. You're going to see we have the subscribe to my post was on there. You're going to also see recent posts, and you're also going to see the different categories on there as well. Of course, we don't have any of them that are part of categories, but whatever categories you create, this is where they're going to show up. And again, you also have the recent posts here. What we encourage you to do, so there's always a link to all of your posts on here, we encourage you to do the ones, once you get to a certain number, you definitely will want to add a calendar of all of your posts. So it'll go all the way back to when your blog first started. After 6 months or a year, you want search engines and visitors to be able to view your posts from years ago. You also probably want them to be able to view specific topics as well. Again, with blogging, consistency is the key. You want to blog consistently and make sure your posts are done and written with unique content as well. Another thing that you're going to really find helpful with search engine optimization is linking. Linking we'll get more into in the customization video, but let's show you how to do a link on your website really quick here as well. You can do something, for example, we're talking about investing tips. You could say click here for more real estate investing tips. Now you could have this page linked to any other page on your site. We could have it linked to this other blog post here, right? Wisdom for real estate investing, that's automatically on our site here. We could have it linked to our helpful resources page with lots of reports and resources for agents. We could have the link linked to our listings. If we wanted to say view our current listings for sale too, we could have it linked to the listing page. First thing we're going to want to do when we're linking to any page, you want to click on that page, and then you have what's called the URL at the top here. We're going to go click on it, right-click it, so we copy that URL right there. In the next step, we're going to actually go to our blog, and let's say click here to view our current real estate listings. All right, so we go and we're going to actually next highlight this section, whatever we want to turn into a link, and we're going to go up to the top where it has the little chain right here, and we're going to right-click and paste that URL we copied into this little link section. Make sure we title this some kind of keyword. You can title it My Listings, but if we were actually going to write about investment real estate and investment properties, we would probably want to title it Investing in Real Estate. After that, we click Add Link, and look at that. We've made this into a clickable link that's titled My Listings. Let's try this one more time because this is critical for search engine optimization purposes. You want to make sure that for every blog post that you post, there's at least 1 to 3 links to either your articles or some other helpful resources for people. Search engines love to see you linking to other pages on your website with keywords. That's very, very important. Or they love to see you linking to other sites that are helpful that have very high page rank. So we see we have the keyword here when investing in Jacksonville real estate. Well, we have this other blog post here. Let's go to our blog here. Of course, we view our couple properties we already have. Let's click on this one here, Wisdom for Real Estate Investing in Jacksonville. All right? We clicked on that, and now, of course, we have the actual URL up here, the www.url of that actual page, for investing. Next, we're going to go to it. We're going to highlight the area by dragging our cursor across it. We're going to go up to the chain link here, right-click, paste it, and we're going to title this Investing in Jacksonville Real Estate. That is an outstanding way to really, really get some boom on your site on the search engine. Now, make sure you don't over-highlight things. That's very important and easy to do, too. You want to make sure that your link actually ends right where it's supposed to, right at the end of the phrase, right? Very, very important as well because it looks very unprofessional or sloppy if you over-highlight and you have part of another word highlighted or a blank space highlighted. Make sure you can do that properly. Let's just go and update this page real quick here so we can see what it looks like. Again, I would encourage you, remember, make sure it's very important you have your header tags. Sometimes if you have multiple headers within an article, it's very important. You can also do multiple headers. You don't just have to have one header at the top. You could have another header right here. That this could be a header. Pre-foreclosure phase. You can make this an actual header in this article. Headers, remember that's where you use your paragraph tags. We talked about that. Header H2, H3 tags, right? Very, very important. When you highlight this, you make this into an H3 tag, make it bold. That's very, very important to have these on your website, especially at the top and ideally a couple times throughout your post as well. Now look, blogging is not that hard to do. You can do it. Remember, we're not asking you to write anything here. All we're asking you to do is to take articles we've already written and just add a few keywords. That's it. It can take you, it took me 30 minutes to teach you how to blog. You can do one of these in 10 to 15 minutes. And remember, once you do it consistently, once you get 10 or 20 of them going, you have a lot of keywords relevant to real estate investing in your area, property management in your area, and you have a lot of keywords in there. You're going to find your blog and your site jumping up on the search engines. Just make sure you share it with people. Make sure you encourage other people to join. And remember, you don't have to only use these free posts here. You can actually go and write your own pages and your own content too, because remember, search engines love unique content relevant to a topic especially content that's written from scratch and that's unique. That is critical. All right, so let's take a look at our blog now. So we've added a couple links. We've got Jacksonville Foreclosure Investing. We've got our nice image there, and the image has a nice title to it. That's a keyword. And if you look at the bottom, we've got a couple of links here. We've got a link to investing in Jacksonville real estate, and we've got a link to click here to view our current real estate listings. And look what happens. When we click on it, it takes us over to our listings page right here. Very cool, huh? So that's how you hyperlink. Remember, your site, it's great to have a lot of links linking back and forth to good content pages, other blog posts of yours. You can link to a main real estate website or a home search. It's very easy to also take a picture, for example, and you can say search area homes. This picture could say search area homes. You could actually click the chain link, and you can take this to search, say, the My Listings section, or a search on your website as well, a home search. Very, very easy to do once you use and learn this chain linking feature here. We're just going to unlink this image because we don't want that image there to link. But you can easily just click on an image, and you can link up an entire image to where somebody clicks on the image to get to where they need to go to on your site. Again, I hope you found this video very helpful about blogging, and make sure you view all of our videos about customizing your property management services, property management pages website, and driving traffic to your site. Thanks again, and remember, if you need any help with your site or have any questions, just email us at helpdesk@propertymanagementpages.com. Thanks again for viewing this. Have a great day.